I will. Thank you for tuning in. What I do here today is what I call my party trick. And I found this when I was learning about cartomancy. And cartomancy is basically reading tarots with regular playing cards. And somebody said something about how some people just read or answer yes or no questions by taking a pack of cards, and if it's a black, it's a no, and if it's a red, it's a yes. And I thought, well, that's a bit kind of boring, isn't it? When all these cards have meanings, just basically the same as tarots as well, and that I could try to answer your question, because I don't know your question, I can't talk to you. You can think of a question, and I can not just say yes or no. Of course, it has to be a yes or no question. I could also elaborate a little on answering your question on hand of what the actual meaning of the card is. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. If you think of a question, and why I call it a party trick, because I always think of this like pick a card, any card, and I'll tell you which card you chose. It seems a bit like a party trick. So I'm going to just pick a card, and you think of the question, and I will look at the card. And like I said, reds are yes and black is no, but I will look and see which card it actually is, and depending on what the meaning of the card is, I will try to give you a bit of the meaning of the card, and therefore it could actually be relevant to what your question was actually about. Now, I've done this in a group of people one time, and basically everybody had the same similar question, that the card, let's say, kind of played out with all of their questions vaguely the meaning of the card was something to do with what they thought about. I think there were 6 people had that. And in some way, shape or form, vaguely it all had to do with their questions. Yeah. Okay, so it's a no. Now the thing with club blacks is clubs are not necessarily negative. Spades are, but the fact that it depends on how you formulate your question, because sometimes hearing no is not such a bad thing. We always think that we want to hear yes, because like being a kid or something, you're always getting told, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do that. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing to be told no, because this club is usually around about things that you are working on. It could be work, proper work, where you actually go to earn money, but anything that you're working on, we're always working on something. Even if we're retired, we've got hobbies or something, or planning a family event, 50th wedding anniversary or something. There's planning involved. But I see the sixes. The sixes are also the flowing tones. So it means everything is flowing and everything's moving in the right direction, actually. So, you're on the right track to fulfillment. So for the answer to the question to be a no, but yet the card is kind of very positive and fulfillment and moving towards your goals. As I say, it's a work-related thing or something that you're working on. Like I say, for a no, it depends on how you formulated the question. Like, is something going to go wrong? Have you said, is this going to not work out with my business venture? It can be a hobby. Did I say that? Like a hobby, like you do something personally, private for yourself. It doesn't actually have to be a work-related thing. But if you have formulated the question, is it going to not to work out? Then a black can say, no, of course it is. Everything is flowing right now. This card is saying in a work-related situation, there is movement towards something fulfilling. That's why the clubs are still a positive. It's only the spades that are negative, and this is why when we get told no, this is a bad thing, you are not allowed to do this as like a kid or something, because you're going to hurt yourself. Don't do this. Mummy says no. We always think that no is something we don't want to hear, but if you have this card has to do with something in a work-related situation. Like I say, it doesn't have to be actually your job of work where you want to earn money. It can be hobbies. Anything we do in life is actually a doing. We're doing something, as I say, if it's planning something with family members or anything. So if the no is the right answer or not, or if it's even, your question was even around about anything that is involving you doing something work-wise or privately in your private life or something like that, but there again, it's a no. So that's all I can say about this card, and I would, on this point now, say it would be nice if you left a comment below. Just yes or no. If my answer to your question was good, then yes, and if it was a bunch of crap, it has nothing to do with your actual question, what I said as far as this card is concerned, then no. And the other thing, if you want to, only if you want to, that is completely up to you to actually tell me what your question was. Either way, if you want to, because that might help me in figuring out if this is even a thing. If anybody really, it would just be a bit of feedback as to whether this is even worth my while doing this. So I do thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you again next time.